Hey everybody. So to me, it just seems right and just like within accordance with some authentic to my soul to share anything that I feel may have the potentiality to save life. Whether that life is a human being's life, whether it's a plant's life, whether it's the life of the watcher to keep it in a healthy fucking manner or state of being, anything that has the potential to do so, I want to share. That's why if I see any type of information that I feel has the ability to truly help, save or help cure, heal, I'm going to share it. And I'm probably also going to give them credit because it's good to give credit. And I know that there's been a few things that I've shared that I've received from other people. Like when I talk about how the universe is, all this good and evil, the dance that's to make things more wonderful, that came from my buddy back in Arizona. I should have given him credit for that. I am sorry. Pops, he's talked a lot about perseverance produces character. That's been one of his big MOs for a very long time. What happens first in the spirit, you do things first in the spirit and then they manifest in the physical. Like there's a lot of things that he has taught me specifically from him that I've shared online, and I don't feel like I've done the best in giving them those two. They're the only two that I've really, borrowed or used information they've given to me and shared it with you guys without giving them credit. So that's my bad. So I want to apologize for that and also give them credit where credit is due. And this is why also I get so frustrated, because it's like, to me, I'm looking at this plant with all of these miraculous, in my opinion, miraculous capabilities, and there's tons of testimonies. Like a couple years ago, it was harder to find as many testimonies about all the good stuff from cannabis. Now there's a plethora of testimonies of people talking about how this plant has saved them or helped heal the very serious problems that they've had in their life that nothing else was able to do. And we still continue to have agendas against this miraculous plant. And this is, again, like, anytime the end that tells you what their weak spot is, because any smart opponent is going to fight, is going to try to hit the weakest and the most vulnerable and the most, damaging or potentially crippling spot on an opponent's armor or on an enemy's fucking arsenal. That's just smart. You're going to want to go for whatever is going to take them down the quickest. So this is why, in my opinion, they are continuing to systematically target the cannabis plant and make it look as this thing that's horrible and bad for you and dangerous and to be scared of and all these type of things, when it's the exact opposite. And there's tons of people that have experienced the beautiful, wonderful healing effects of cannabis. And again, with cannabis, there's three different plants. There's the rhododendron, which doesn't get talked about much at all. And then there's the marijuana, which gets talked about all over the place, which is the one that gets you stoned. It actually gets you high. And then there's the hemp, which has a super, 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 super low percentage of THC, like point zero, some like 1, 2, 3, or like a very, very. It doesn't get you high. It might give you like a slight. I like tea, like, when you drink like some chamomile tea or green tea, you get a slight little alteration, but it's not much, as opposed to when you smoke marijuana or if you take some edibles, you can be on another fucking planet. Like that shit can get you very high, get you completely change your perception of this reality. Whereas hemp is not going to do that. Hemp's more about changing the insides of your body to operate in a more organic way that we were created to operate in, to bring healthiness into your life. That's what hemp does. And this is also why it's an atrocity to make it illegal in the first place, because there's no good reason at all to make it illegal. Like alcohol gets you fucking drunk, kills a lot of people. There's good reasons to I could see why people would want to illegalize alcohol. I can see the same thing with marijuana, but there's nothing like that with hemp, okay? So this is why I get frustrated. And to me, it just seems alien if I were to hear to learn about something that has the potential to save people's lives and for people not to want to share it. But I know how this works. I've said this before too. Like the hemp, I believe they've spent a lot of time, energy, and resources onto literally casting spells on the hemp plant to keep people from studying it and sharing the good information on it and wanting to hate it. I had to get over it too. Like the initial months that Pops told me about hemp and, encouraged me to look into it and to study it and to share it with the world, like there was a lot of resistance I had to get through in order to be able to do that. It was weird. It was like I tried to look up the hemp plant, like something would just like, some things were talking into my ear telling me, oh, it ain't that good, oh, it can't be that good, oh, it's a bunch of bullshit, oh, this is wrong. Like there was just something that kept on trying to make me look at it from a negative perspective. And it was only through my perseverance, just continuing on, like, because the facts are there. Like, okay, you have these feelings, but then you're looking at information that tells you contrary things. So that's where you have to learn to use your logic to get over these fucked up emotions and continue on doing something that's right, even if something's telling you that it's not right. Like, well, you have to question that too. Like, why is there a force that's very powerful trying to keep me from talking about hemp? Like, question that, and it says, like, that there must be a reason. Like, there's something that they don't want us to know about in regards to this particular plant. So maybe, like, that's the enemy speaking into my ear,